Welcome to Combining Items. We are a factory, but we're also a retail store. Today, we're going to combine two items.
Let me take you on the grand tour. Now, this usually used to take about an hour and a half, but since cutting down the tour time, restructuring the way that we give the tour, it takes only about 30 seconds. So right here is the main part of the store. This is where you'll find all your combined items that you might want to buy. Over here in this section, why, this is scissors and what the fuck are those things called that you put into your shoes? Shoehorn.
Shoehorn.
Scissors and shoehorn put together. How do you use that?
That is so
Well, you know
crazy.
how shoehorns open up? That they do that weird open up thing, like the big wooden ones.
Oh, yeah.
Or those aren't shoehorns. Those are things they keep the shape of the shoe. Those things.
Yeah.
Well, they kind of have the same motion as a scissors, so maybe figure out how to use them. Anyway, so if you come this way, oh god, we're already behind schedule.
Oh my god.
Okay, so if you come this way, open these double doors. Here's the factory.
Oh my god.
Just
here's
sort
the
of
factory.
one set of doors away from the retail store.
Yeah.
And as you can see, all of our all of our regularly paid. Workers, minimum wage. We paid minimum wage against commission.
Against commission.
And then, so they're back here. They're sorting out. Okay, I know what you're thinking. This looks exactly like a sweatshop, but it's just the most efficient way to fit all the people in this room.
We do encourage tips. So on the tour, if at any moment you do want to tip any of our employees, and
there's like a glass hallway between, like they're in a hallway and there's glass between them and the workers. But if you want to figure out how to tip them somehow, that's encouraged.
If you want to throw money at the glass and hope something lands, go right ahead. We encourage it. And if you look to your left, that's the exit doors.
Now,
if you that concludes our
before the exit doors. If you see, there's we've inserted a coin shooter. That way, if you want to, there's an ATM. If you want to exchange your dollar bills for coins, quarters, then you can put them into the coin shooter and launch quarters at them as a form of tip.
As a form of tip, and trust me, you think they don't like it when they cower and they go to the corners, but
when
they
hits
love
them,
it.
They start bleeding. They get the rusty quarters give them tetanus.
Yeah, it's great.
What the fuck am I, your grandpa? Hey everyone, welcome to the Collision Shack.
Hello.
What is great fun show, two great fun hosts. With me in the studio, I have Travis Fletcher.
And I'm ordering a couple of them, but the first one's here, Elijah Martin.
I'm the first one.
Yeah, you're the first version. We've made some tweaks on the Elijah 2.0.
Oh, 2.0's coming in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we got rid of the...
Oh, I think that was the doorbell. Oh, that's the package. Let's go open it. Just give me a second. I'll go open it. It's me anyway. So
I know.
So make good first impressions. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. It's fine.
Is this? You have to sign for the package.
He's saying, yeah, I'm signing. It's fine. I know your signature. He's saying a tip. He's saying something about a tip. We have a tip. Do you have a tip for him?
Yeah, it's the jar of quarters. Just throw them at him.
Oh, sure. Oh, actually, I think I need to close the door and shoot him through this coin shooter.
Oh, okay.
Sting, 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 sting. There you go, buddy. $1. See you later. All right. Okay, so here he is. I just opened him.
Actually, Elijah, here.
I think it's.
Oh, fucking goddamn it. Okay, stop. Hey, Elijah, how's it going? Welcome to the Collision Shack.
Initializing.
With me.
Initializing.
Oh, fuck.
Initializing.
I thought they came updated.
Initializing.
Update.
Calibrating.
God.
View. Calibrated.
Oh my god. Hey, welcome,
Travis,
Elijah. Welcome to the Collision Shack.
How's it going?
Hey,
can't wait to do some hard work.
Turn joke down to 30%.
Hey man, how's it going?
Turn funny level to 70.
Hey man, how's it going?
Oh my god, Elijah.
Did you say 170?
No.
Hey fella.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
I guess actually that doesn't make any sense because that'd be if funny level was 100% and joke level was like 10%, or reverse. Joke level's 100%, funny level's 10%.
Exactly. That's exactly how it works. Elijah, would you rather forget what you're doing every time you enter a room? Enter a room, like doorway hypnosis.
We have to restart the episode now. That was such a funny flub.
Fuck.
That was such a funny flub. All right,
Put that one in the catalog.
Put that in the reel.
Forget what you're doing every time you enter a room.
Okay,
Or
so
remember.
That sounds like a living hell.
Yep. But you can remember. I mean, if you like look around, you can recollect yourself. It's possible. Or remember your childhood embarrassing moments every time you enter a room.
That one. Because here's the thing, I'm 20 years old, and I
No. It adversely affects you. It's not like, oh, if you don't get affected by your. It's like you think about the most like things you put away, you don't think about, and you're just like,
okay, now
every time you enter a room,
I'm thinking
you're
of one thing that may, if I had to think about this every time I entered a room, it might start negatively affecting my life.
It's just in general.
Yeah.
Like, you have an entire fucking room dedicated to that moment now. It's because every time you enter it.
Yeah, goddamn. Well, because I was gonna say, like, I don't really have anything that would really get my goose too much.
Well, what was the genre of thing that happened to you as a child?
Sexual abuse.
Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Now the dynamic is sort of shifted in the room.
Yeah, a little bit. It's a little.
Travis now realized over all these years he's really just been a sort of pseudo therapist for me. And
yeah, I'm actually
a little creepy.
So all those things you're saying to me, like they're true?
Oh yeah,
they weren't for the bit.
Yeah, my dad, and then
what?
and then my mom, and then of course my brothers.
Oh,
and then
what about your younger sister
too?
Yeah, oh my god,
of course my sister.
Your younger sister. Wow.
Well, she was the most vicious one. It's like you hear stories about how some Jews were like kind of promoted to higher positions and respected by Nazis, and then they started, they would be super like mean to the other Jews or slaves too. Like some slaves would be like they'd become like the groundskeeper of the plantation, and then all of a sudden they hate black people just as much as any other slave owner.
Like Hateful Eight, like the
sort of like that. That's what Sarah became.
Yeah, Sarah, your younger sister, has become your main abuser. She's actually the dominant one in the household since she's been born.
Oh my God! But that's not even a question. That's not even like if you can feel that energy the second you step through the threshold.
Oh, hey Sarah! It's like you don't look at her eyes. Hey Sarah! She's like, what are you doing?
You don't look at her eyes. Trust me, because everyone knows what'll happen if you don't. Because I mean, everyone, the remains of Billy are on display for everyone to see.
Billy,
poor
Billy.
Poor Billy.
Is that what the smell is in your house?
No, that's my brother's cologne.
Oh. Oh, it's that pungent. Interesting.
It's bad.
You should tell him to put it on once, not 40 times instead of.
He does. I've seen it happen. Like, you can almost sort of visually see it. He'll spray it, and then you'll just see it sort of just keep expanding.
It's just like the cloud goes.
It's sort of like
it multiplies.
The camera, we get to see this. It's sort of like it goes kind of like he sprays it, and then it kind of goes.
Like it expands like foam, like.
Yeah,
and it's like pushes you up against the wall. You're like,
it's like a what the fuck do you call that? Where like it's such a big like I guess force of energy. I don't know that it has to pull itself in first. Like
like it creates a vacuum and then it gets over hot and expands.
Exactly.
Yeah,
like the fucking Big Bang.
Fuck me. So what would you rather do? So
fuck the cologne. Was that what?
No, it's like every time you walk into a room, you forgot you were doing what you were doing.
I'd still do the childhood memories. I think because forgetting what you're doing. I mean, that happens to me sometimes.
Elijah, there are some memories you've forgotten that you don't know. I don't
think I actually have memories of terrible abuse.
Oh,
I mean, okay, there is one memory that is like, oh god, that was terrible.
Right,
but that. Like I know about that, and it's not a huge deal.
What if your childhood horrible childhood memory was kind of like in retrospect is kind of good?
What? No. Okay. Yes. Technically, I could have forced something away. Right.
Right.
But I don't think I did.
Okay. We'll find out because you're going to choose that.
Would you rather? You're not a person who would know if you have.
Next week we'll reestablish now that you're choosing that one. We're gonna really know. We're gonna get down to the brass tacks. We're gonna see.
I'll do a week of reflection.
A week of reflection on, dude. What if these would you rather's came true and every week we had to come back? Like it only lasted 1 week.
How it did?
Yeah, how well it did.
We'd be dead at this point.
Every time. Well, they're like, would you rather have superpowers or would you rather like have less superpowers than the previous?
If you chose the other one,
and then we'd just be giving ourselves good shit,
right.
And then making a cool podcast. It wouldn't be
sort of like in that Adam Sandler. Oh my god, that genius Adam Sandler flick. What is it? Bedtime Stories, where he tells the kids the stories, and then the next day the stories come true.
Oh boy, is that a Netflix original?
No, that wasn't before that time.
Oh, so it's better. So it's better than Netflix originals.
Dude, no, it's not. It's a stupid movie. Adam Sandler was stopped being good after like 2002.
After his Happy Gilmore phase, like
No, that was in the stretch of the good years. It was after like Mr. Deeds. That was maybe the last good movie.
All right, well,
that he
Elijah,
ever did.
which one do you choose? The moments from your childhood?
Yeah, definitely the Fox Lady.
Okay.
That's what I was saying.
Fox Lady. Elijah?
Yeah, what would you choose? I would do moments from the childhood.
See, I can't, I don't know. I would do that one.
Okay.
But I'm going to do the one that you don't remember things. Because you can always, at this point, because I know that's happening to me, I'd write it down in my hand every time I go into a room. So, hey, whoa, is that a threshold? Is that a threshold? Let me write this down. And then I'll walk in and I'll be like, oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
Elijah, the number 10 was the first number created before any other number.
Doesn't make any sense. I'm going to say no. Hold on.
What do you...
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking.
Okay, yeah, I know you're thinking, but what are you thinking?
I'm just thinking, dude. I can't think out loud. It's weird.
All right. Elijah's now looking away.
Dude, do you want to make an entertaining show or not? Okay, I'm just trying to think.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Me, dude. Nothing's better than radio silence on a fucking podcast. So number 10. The number 10 is the first number created before any other number. Elijah.
Huh?
We're on a podcast right now.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, God. What was the question?
The number 10 was the
so
first
I'm going to
number.
say no. No, it wasn't the first number ever invented.
All right. Let me talk about what I have written down here.
Okay.
The number 10 is because of the 10 fingers.
It still doesn't make any sense.
It was used for
Because we don't have 10 fingers.
we do have 10 fingers.
No, we don't.
Well, I mean 10 extremities
We
from our
have
hands.
this many of fingers, not 10. We know them as 10 now, but they would.
The number 10 was the first number created before any other number.
The quantity of 10 was the first one ever recognized.
It was used as measurement.
In a measure, yeah, like in a non I mean, we can see 10 of something, but it was the first, that was the first number that we ever were like, oh, maybe we can think about it not in objects.
And it's been cataloged and written down.
I don't know.
Somewhere.
That sounds retarded.
It sounds
That
retarded.
sounds ridiculous. Sounds ridiculous. I'm going to say no.
You're right. 100%. It's not
Sounds
true at all.
Completely ridiculous.
But yeah,
one of your more far-fetched concepts, but you got me for a second.
For that second where you're like, wait, you were like actually contemplating it for a second?
No, I wasn't. I was calculating something completely different in my head.
Oh.
But I felt like it was good for the bit just to abandon the thing.
So you're right. You were right. Congratulations.
Yes. No, that doesn't make any sense. Because how would 10? Why would they start at 10?
Because 10 fingers.
Like the second they would think, oh, okay, we need to start
having numbers. They would think of the first of them.
They would think of 1 and then 2 and then 3. It doesn't make any sense.
They skip to 10.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Well, they don't skip to 10. They create 10.
I don't even know if it would be possible to create 10.
Yeah.
Why?
The Empire State Building,
Why?
the 10th floor was created first as like a template, and then they built down and then built up.
And then up from there.
Yeah.
Right.
Or what they built the 10th floor on the first floor, then they raised it up every time they built a floor until they hit the 10th floor.
Some of the construction workers would hold it up while they built the other one under.
Exactly. And it was honestly it was
a team building experience.
It was a corporate team building experience for the building next door, which was only 3 stories tall.
You know that the Empire State Building wasn't even supposed to be like a real thing. It was just a team building exercise, and actually, most of the
really?
walls in the structure foam. I don't know how it's been staying up this whole time.
Right, man. God,
also, is the Empire State Building just like offices?
Yeah. Yes,
that
it's
sucks,
just
right?
an office building. That's very
the fucking Eiffel Tower, the restaurant up in that bitch.
Is it just a restaurant?
Yeah, and then you can go to the top and see shit.
So the entire Eiffel Tower is a restaurant. Some guy was like,
it wasn't at first, but yes.
de Eiffel Tower, and then
I believe the last time they rebuilt it, they
rebuilt the Eiffel Tower.
They put stuff in there so a thing could be there. Yeah, I think
it
they
used
rebuilt
to just
it
be
twice.
a metal structure that's just sitting there, just having fun, just chilling.
Correct.
That seems really bizarre to me.
Okay, here's what you have to remember. Like, you think, okay, the Eiffel Tower is something every person in the fucking world knows about, pretty much, right?
Right.
And it's so commonplace. So, Eiffel Tower. It's just like a. But then, why do people care about it? Why is it impressive? Because I mean, it's like. I don't know.
Because it took a lot of effort to build.
I don't know the history behind it, but I'm sure. Like, look, it's fucking cool as shit.
The Hoover Dam.
It's a gigantic fucking spire with 3 legs.
The Hoover Dam in Nevada is
That's not
pretty.
a spire, I guess. But.
I mean, it's like it's a technological feat,
Yes.
right? So I mean, that has
And the way it was built will ensure its structure for thousands of years.
and it's not even dry yet. It's never dry.
Yeah.
Not because the water's on the outside
inside
keeping
layers.
it wet. So if you could cut it in half, there's just like a bunch of cement would just loop out.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not quite like that, but yes, you would see liquid,
like
liquid,
a cake you
or
cut
not
and it
liquid.
just like kind of falls out like lava cake. It's just like ooh.
Yeah, exactly.
And all the dead people who accidentally fell into the concrete they couldn't retrieve. Which I think someone told me that, and I was really.
You know how people make those little cakes and then they'll put them and then they'll make like the little chocolate or like caramel little like bubble over it and then they'll pour more chocolate or caramel drizzle and then they'll like burn it away and it'll show the cake and then it'll be all delicious. Like, can we do that with humans?
So create molten human and then pour it on top of a human.
Okay, perfect. Yes, you're completely understanding what I'm trying to say here.
And then
so we get a mold, a ball mold, molten human, then shape him into that mold.
So
then chop up some dead humans, make them delicious, put them on a plate, put the molten human cube over it, molt down another human, dump that over.
So what you're saying is Yeah. So you're saying take a mold of an alive human or a recently deceased, and then kill that, then melt that human, put it back into its mold.
Have you ever seen those?
And then,
have you ever seen like the videos on YouTube that have been popular the past few years where they do every step of the process of making like a knife? So like they literally take the reclaimed aluminum, you watch it boil it down. It's like that.
Yes.
We take the humans, put them in a little boiler, boil it down to liquid, human liquid.
You got to make sure to skim off the top to get rid of all the foam, the human foam.
Okay, now do bones melt down just like easily?
I mean, anything is meltable,
like right?
No,
well, yeah, everything has like a boiling point.
And a
technically,
melting point, yeah.
Or a melting point, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, theoretically, yes, bones can melt.
What? Who? How?
I don't know.
There's probably a special product.
I mean, like, you think rocks can't melt, but they
now,
melt.
can you just break open a bone over your knee and then like drink the marrow out? Is that...
Yeah, I mean, it's actually, it's just like it's kind of like a crab. How you crack it open, and you go.
Oh,
yeah,
sort of like an aloe vera plant.
Yeah, exactly. You just squeeze it out and you just
put it on your wounds.
Yeah. So, what were we talking about? Elijah, do you have a would you rather?
Yeah.
Oh yes, I do. Oh God.
So I've been watching a lot of baseball recently.
Really?
Yeah, I just brought it up because I was taking time to scroll over to my notes. Okay. So, would you rather see all of these? I might do 2 in a row because they're 2 sort of more tame ones.
All right, fair enough.
But everything in life now has Monopoly mechanics for you. So like
get out of jail free card exists?
So like yes, but you can't
winning $20 at a beauty pageant.
Yes, but you can't just like, oh man, I want to buy that. You have to wait till you're in a position like.
Oh, I have to like run 20 miles.
Yes,
in order
and then if you rolled, I mean, I don't know how the actual equivalent of rolling would be. You wouldn't be rolling a dice actually, but like, let's say you rolled a 12 and you wanted to get to somewhere in the 8th spot, you're gonna run past it.
There's a gas station in every neighborhood, and it randomizes how much fuel gets put into the gas.
Something like that.
And then you drive as far as you can, and then it stops.
Something like that. Yes. Well, okay, that's like literally Monopoly mechanics, but all I'm saying is that your life, the way you live your life, the way things happen to you is through Monopoly mechanics now. Or everything happens to you, the game of life mechanics.
Okay.
Which is where like you have a much better chance of being able to do something, but you basically have one chance to do it, or you're fucked.
All right.
Like, do you want to go to college or start your life? Because if you don't go to college now, you're never going to college again. It's like, do you want to get married? Because this is your one chance to do it.
And you can't get married.
And you can't.
Does that mean I can't get divorced either?
You can't get divorced either. I mean, okay, you might be able to hack into the game and take the little piece out of your car.
Right. Just throw it out.
No, but once you're married, you can't get divorced.
Okay. I would choose the game of life because I mean, fucking like.
So you have to marry someone like how you're 21, right?
Does that mean they have to be married to me? Does that mean that
you have to marry someone right out of college?
Okay, that's fine.
So you're gonna marry someone?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Sure.
You have to choose the person right out of college. You can't. You don't have very much time.
Yeah.
Or you choose not to, but then you can never get married.
I mean, does
that
person
date people?
Does the woman get to choose?
Okay. Now for like this one, you can.
Does
the
woman say no?
Date people? Yes, of course the woman can say no. What the fuck are you talking about?
So I could just ask. I just keep on asking, right?
No, I don't know.
So you're saying immediately after college, I have to find a wife?
I think immediately after college you find a wife.
Oh, so I had to be looking for one right now.
No, I think you just do find
Okay.
one after college, and,
Okay.
and then you have to marry her.
Okay.
Or not. And then you
okay.
never get the chance to again.
All right, I'd still do it. And then have maybe triplets.
Yeah, better than Monopoly mechanics.
Yeah, I know. It's like, go bankrupt and then die,
But then
I
it's
guess.
like- but then
Because
it's
you lose
like-
a game.
But then it's like, I used to do this thing in the game of life where, like, how at the end you can choose, like, if you have $1 million, you can go to, like, the millionaire estate, or if you
Right.
don't, then you have to go to backcountry woods.
Mm-hmm.
Those are both great retirement
I think
options.
that's the point, though.
So, like, I know, because there should have been a third one, like shitty
slums.
alley.
Slums.
Yeah, run-down apartment. That should have been a third. But
The VA.
I always, even if I had $1 million, which I did most of the time because I kick ass at the game of life. But every time, like, I usually have $1 million, but I'd always go to the backwoods anyway because I thought it was cool. I was just thinking about that. I bet the backwoods place is shitty. I want the millionaire catering service.
Right,
I want
yeah.
people to give me my food and my baths and stuff.
You want to give baths?
I want to get baths.
You want to give baths?
Yes.
Because all rich people, that's their main
That's
dream.
their whole lives.
It's
just
to
getting
give,
baths.
Just giving baths
From
let them-
people.
Yeah. So you're choosing a game of life?
Yeah, me too.
I would choose a game of life.
Yeah.
Because theoretically, right? You go bankrupt, you die.
It's still terrible.
You
but,
go
like,
bankrupt, you die. That's
yeah.
how it works. You go bebop and you go buy.
Yeah, it's true. Want to bash?
No.
Here's
There
my
you
second
go.
one.
I pressed the audio like
it took
3
so
seconds.
long to queue up. Okay,
Yeah.
I was gonna say the second one though. I can just say it over this.
Yeah, say it over it.
Would you rather be comprised of trash or be comprised of bugs like Boogie Woogie?
So I am completely trash.
Would you rather be? Who's the? Is it? Have you ever watched Fraggle Rock?
What? Is that a real thing?
Fraggle Rock?
Fraggle Rock?
Yeah.
No, I've never seen that.
You never watched Fraggle Rock?
What is Fraggle Rock?
Dude,
Explain for the
that's-
listeners. What is Fraggle Rock, Elijah 2.0?
Okay, I don't know the actual lyrics, but it's like something.
Oh, it's a song.
No, it's a show, but
Oh.
it's got a dope theme song that everyone knows. You
Oh,
know,
that everyone-
come to Fraggle Rock.
What is it about? What does that
Something,
happen?
Your fears away. So it's about this. Okay. Full disclosure, I have not watched it in a long time, but I watched it a shit ton when I was younger.
Okay.
And it's like this little like rat kingdom. It's all puppets though. It's like puppet rats.
Oh, okay.
And it's
Would
this-
you watch this on PBS or
And
something?
it's this little rat kingdom, and then they have little action figure like construction men that build all the shit for them.
Okay.
It's weird, but they're like little rats. And then there's this giant. I don't know where they live. Like if I watch it now, I'd be able to piece together. Oh, they live in like a hole somewhere, you know. But
Right.
like as a kid, I just knew they lived in a little rat utopia. And then they can go outside, and there's these giant monsters outside.
It's humans.
And there's this one. No, well, no, because there's actual humans in the show. And
Okay.
that's another part of it. They can go into like the human world, but there's these giant fucking monsters. And one of them is like this big old furry. Well, I think there's multiple of these, but like there's this big old furry monster that is like the main antagonist, but he's also kind of like a nice guy secretly. I think I don't
Okay.
remember quite, but he's this big old giant. He's got like his eyes are as big as my head.
Okay.
And then what I was getting to is there's also, if I'm remembering correctly, a trash monster in that show.
That
who
they
is-
eat from.
Who is also he's also outside or something. And I just remember them like I remember an episode where they're like the fucking evil monster is throwing trash onto him to like feed him.
What?
So I guess you would, and it's like just this mound of trash
But it's
with a mouth and like eyes. And
Okay,
shit.
so that's me.
So
being trash.
So either that or
I'm bugs.
or bugs like Boogie Woogie.
I would rather be trash. Because, I mean, at least people could, like, be around me. And with bugs, people would be like, ew.
Well, okay, now I'll give you the Boogie Woogie treatment.
Okay.
You're tied up in like a burlap sack,
As,
so they don't see the bugs. But
Oh.
they can kind of see them sometimes.
They
and those,
crawl
like,
around.
because you'll see them crawling around. But for the most part, when you look
Oh,
at you've seen Nightmare Before Christmas,
Right, yeah. So, like,
So,
that
you know,
guy,
it's
the
like
sack
that.
guy. The sack guy. Like, what the guy hides under this.
Boogie Woogie.
Boogie
That's what I
Woogie.
kept saying. It's Oogie Boogie.
It's Oogie Boogie. Yeah, sure. I would be the trash, still. I'd be the trash guy.
I think I'd be the bugs.
You'd be the bugs?
Okay, especially because that's funny you did that because that's what happens in the movie. I was literally just about to quote that part from the movie.
Oh, what?
where they start like killing him or whatever, and then all of his bugs start disappearing. He's like, my bugs. Yeah, and then it's just the one, and then it turns to just one little bug controlling that whole sack.
Oh,
and,
it's in the brain?
and at the end, he's like, my bugs, and they squash him.
Oh. It was really about mass genocide of a community.
Yeah. At first he's like, my bugs, my bugs. And then as he gets some, my bugs, my bugs.
It gets smaller and more
Okay, now
quaint.
let's say they didn't squash him. Like let's say they were bewildered. They're like, what the fuck just happened? And they didn't even like think to squash the lead bug. Would he just go away and start like collecting bugs again?
Yeah, like fucking Pickle
Like
Rick.
a week
Pickle
later,
Rick.
you see like a ball of bugs like tumbling down the
Collecting.
street, collecting.
Like,
Yeah.
how does he control the bugs?
I don't brain like sort of through a hive mind, I suppose.
A hive mind. He puts off pheromones to like lift his right arm.
Yes,
Wow, that's some good control of his pheromones.
that's some Pickle Rick shit right there.
That's some Pickle Rick.
You know what sucks?
The next bit, which we're gonna do, which is selling khakis always, pre-ovulation something.
Sure.
Period.
Yeah, we'll just not do that joke anymore because it does not land.
It's not meant to land. It's almost like selling khakis always. It doesn't land every
Sure.
time.
Well, we don't even know the words anymore, so it really double doesn't land. You know, I heard I heard of Pickle Rick
Right.
way before I watched the episode. So instantly I hated it, right?
Right.
Because all the memes using, all the pictures using Pickle Rick are like
Right.
straight from hell, cancer right out of hell. But that episode's actually fucking funny.
It's a good episode.
It's a good little story they tell.
But Elijah,
The little John Wick
I'm gonna
story.
give you 3 items that you're gonna have to combine and then sell to me.
Wait, stop. Okay.
Okay.
Podcast. I've used
You have to use the restroom.
Yeah, I wouldn't stop the podcast if
Okay.
I didn't have to.
All right. I'm. Woo! So did you use the bidet, Elijah, on your bathroom break?
I was just gonna start it like as if we
No,
never left.
Elijah, we had to stop the podcast. You might have heard it cut. I don't know. Actually, no, I didn't cut it off because I kept the part where you were like, "I need to use the restroom," and you're walking away, and then I paused it, so they know that you went to the restroom. Elijah, did you use the bidet in my house?
No.
Oh, why not?
I've already explained this. We've already talked about this.
I mean, you
I
have
won't
to try
use
it. Try it once. Like,
No.
just try it once.
No.
Elijah, you have to combine 3 items and try to sell them to me. And those 3 items are a remote controller, like a game controller, a stocking from like Santa Claus, and food.
Okay, go.
Food, controller, and stockings.
Go.
Okay. I'm just gonna slightly fade this out. I am an Olympic swimmer.
Okay.
I am swimming next to Michael Phelps. He's beating me, of course. But I'm just, I'm with him. I'm right next to him.
Okay.
All right.
Right behind him.
Right
Like sort of-
behind. I'm as fast as him. Just I maintain. I don't want to get ego on him. So I'm right behind him.
Sure.
I do it.
Okay, I walk in and I shoot Michael Phelps in the head.
Ah! What's happening?
And then I start shooting all the other people in the stadium. They all run out, and then you're trying to get out, but then I click a little button.
What was
All the doors go on lockdown. And then I fade away. I dissipate into the air, and and then I get on the loudspeaker. You're doing my voice. I get on only when I'm on the loudspeaker. I get on the loudspeaker. Okay, then I come back down. I reapate. I upate.
What's
The opposite of dissipate.
Oh, okay. Reapate. Okay.
So I reapate.
Okay.
So just the flakes that were still dissipating, so I just zoom back together.
Okay.
And then I go, how was that? And then I realize, oh my God, you're not Dave. Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit.
My God, this is the wrong place. Oh,
I'm not Dave.
Oh, fuck.
I'm actually Jerry.
And then I sort of sit down. I'm just like contemplating. I'm like, oh my God. And I start eating.
Right. He's eating.
So you take a bite.
I swim up to you. I'm like, what's got you down, kid?
Okay. God, I just got to sell this thing. Will you buy it?
What's the thing?
It's
Let me hear your pitch. Why aren't you selling
Well,
it, buddy?
it looks kind of like this with the one I'm eating. Of course, I'd get you a new one because I'm not going to send you one that I've already eaten.
Right.
But it's this delicious pie. There's lots of other different types of foods, though. That's the great part. And then also there's if you were bored,
Oh, yeah.
you take the food,
Uh-huh.
you plug it into a Wii,
A Wii. Okay.
and then you get to play food. It's called Food Master 7000.
Does it come with the game pre-installed, or is that sold separately?
That's no. You have to buy the Wii. That's the
Oh.
game itself.
Oh.
The food is you sort of just put the food in,
Oh, okay.
and then a third thing.
Okay.
What is it?
The stocking.
Why do I always forget the third thing?
The stocking.
Oh, right. Duh. And then of course, if you're done, when you get done playing the game, then it's Christmas. if it's Christmas and you're
Right.
playing a game, then you get done. You take the food out.
Yeah.
Okay. I ate another bite. It's so good.
Right.
So good. You take the food out. You hang it up on the wall. And if you notice, it's got a little opening, and then that's where Santa Claus puts his little gifts.
Yeah, interesting.
Well, I mean, there's a little opening in me where Santa Claus puts his little gift too, but I'm talking about a different type of gift, different type of opening.
Darren, is it?
No, not even close. But good
what
guess.
was your name? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Listen, you
Axe.
seem to be going around the
My
main
name is
topic.
Axe.
Okay, Axe. You seem to be going around the main topic.
That's
really
spelled the
seriously.
English way, A-X-E.
You just came inside the room.
I'm not talking about the body spray though. I'm talking about an axe that you chop wood with, just not the way you spell it American, the way you spell it English. A-X-E, not the body spray, A-X-E.
Okay, yeah, I understand, Mr. Axe. But you seem to be going around the main topic of what's happening. You do realize you just came in and murdered 50 people, and then dissipated.
See, you weren't Dave.
And I wasn't
Is what
Dave.
the problem is. What
And
the problem
listen,
was.
let's make this a positive experience, okay?
Okay.
What seems to be really getting you down, right? You use this item that you combine three things.
Sorry, that ASMR trigger just nutted. Keep going.
you seem to be covering it up with all these items you're trying to sell people. What's at the core of your issues?
My dad was an alcoholic.
Right. And how did that make you feel? Your dad being an
sometimes
alcoholic.
it made me feel really bad.
Yeah.
Because sometimes he
interesting.
hit me.
It's okay.
And
Come
then
here.
sometimes he'd
Come
say,
here.
"Oh, I love you, son." And then he'd hit me more.
Jesus. Hey guys, the round's over. What the fuck was that, dude?
And then I re-dissipate. I re-upate.
Dude, that's not what we agreed on, dude. That's not the game. You're supposed to role play. I'm almost beating Michael Phelps. You come in,
Oh,
you jump in, you save
Dave,
the day.
it is you. It's Dave. It's Dave.
I know, dude. There's
I was
49
right.
dead people here.
Ah, I fucked up.
the 50th was a dummy. You didn't actually. That was part
I
of the
just
game.
blew.
but-
I blew sort of the foam out of his head.
Oh,
I'm so
dude.
sorry, Dave. I fucked this whole thing up.
You did. You fucked
This is
it
my
up.
fault. That was my fault.
This is gonna be an insurance nightmare.
seriously.
Insurance fucking nightmare, dude.
Seriously.
Dude, I'm gonna have to call Johnson,
Oh my.
and
nah,
then Johnson's Johnson Jr. is gonna have to come down here.
You have to call his son.
No, he's the dad.
Wait.
Of the senior.
Of the senior? Oh shit! Oh, he's a junior executive. The dad's a junior executive.
Exactly.
The son became a senior executive, inspired the dad. Now the dad's working his way up the ladder.
And you just fucked it up, my man. You just fucked it up.
Hold on now, but do you still want to buy?
Oh yes.
You're kind of hungry after that nice
Yeah,
swim,
no,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna get cramps when I try to, beat Michael Phelps. Well, he's dead now, but it's like whatever. It's cool. What is it? Yeah, that was a good one.
Hey,
Elijah.
you beat Michael Phelps in like duration.
Of living.
Like yeah.
Of living. Wow, my duration's better. Why don't people compete in that?
like
an
duration.
like
people do compete in that.
No, it's like an Olympic sport of people just sitting and doing nothing
And
it's
waiting,
just whoever
waiting to die.
waiting
Whoever
to die.
dies the least.
Yeah, like fucking
Whoever dies the latest.
What would be the name of the person in the lead? Well, just give me a name.
Oh, you mean like
Yeah, they're all sitting. It's the
2020
Olympic
Olympic sports. Who's the winner? Who's the gold medalist?
Yes.
Okay, let's go through the bronze. So okay, there's the one guy dies. The fourth guy dies. His name was he was the fan favorite from last Olympics.
Yes.
Gemsworth.
Gemsworth.
But he kills over.
The crowd
dies.
goes wild.
So now everyone knows the bronze is out there. So those three are now competing for the bronze.
Right.
Okay, so I think the next one to croak is why don't you, okay, I'll do the bronze and you do the silver, and then we'll think of the gold together.
Right.
The bronze is obviously he hasn't placed yet.
Mm-hmm. He's never placed in any Olympic sport. This would be the first one.
I was gonna say he didn't place in this game last year, but that wouldn't make any sense because that would mean he's dead.
Okay.
Okay. So his name is Alfred J. Pennyworth.
Right. And how old is he?
I don't know.
Yeah.
How old is he in Batman?
102. Duh.
Okay, so he keels over. He's got the bronze. So now we're looking at the last two for silver.
And then there's Buppy Jr.
Buppy Jr.
Buppy the Mechanic Jr. It's the mechanic.
The mechanic, quote unquote.
He is also 102.
Sure.
Born at the
And
exact same moment.
His dad won this 3 times in a row.
Right.
In 1956, 60, and then 64.
But let's look at in the first place. He's actually 104.
So you're saying who was the?
He was born in.
So Buppy's dead. He's got the silver.
Yeah, Buppy's dead.
Which means the gold, the only one to survive, the gold medalist
Yeah, he's still alive.
is
Derek.
it's yeah.
Yeah.
He goes by James, though.
He goes by James. It's Derek, but it's James. And he was actually born in fucking, I don't know. He could have died, 3 years ago and he'd still get first place because he was 104.
Right. Well, he wouldn't have gotten first place in this competition.
No, it's not the duration of the competition.
You're right,
it's duration
actually.
of
That
life.
doesn't make any sense. He is 104.
It's 104. And
So he wins instantly.
he wins as soon as he dies. Unless they make it to 104.
Right. People have to be the same age.
The Olympic sport has been going on since the beginning of time. And it's just like whoever loses, and it's just a continuous sport.
I guess what I was thinking is that it's like duration of time lived into the future. So it's not measured by how many years you have individually lived. It's measured by how far do you make it into life.
Oh, like
so
I have a
anytime
401k.
someone dies, you're ahead of them.
Yeah. Oh.
So like when Michael Phelps died, if you are 1 second into the future that he never lived in, you're already beating him.
Oh shit.
Because you've lived in a part that he hasn't lived in.
Right. Poor
which
guy
doesn't make any sense.
Poor guy who died first. He was just an
He's the
overweight
ultimate loser.
He was an overweight diabetic alcoholic.
Now, who's the guy who dies? Who wins though?
No one. No one wins in this game.
Well, eventually,
The audience wins.
Think about this. Eventually, everything has to come to an end. Eventually, the world will stop and everything will be destroyed. And eventually, there will be one human left who lives the longest out of every human.
Right, but it's the longest after every human has
you
lived.
could technically get like a couple that die at the exact same time, like a few around the world.
Has that ever happened? Don't think so. Elijah, there's 3 items I have to combine, and I'm gonna have to sell to you.
Sure.
And those 3 items is glass, the material glass, a sailboat, and a watch. So I have to sell you a glass sailboat watch.
So most of them we sort of kind of are like in a little realm of fantasy.
Right.
And so it's like, but I mean, a boat is specifically not designed to fit or be held on a wrist like a watch is.
Well, it's a watch. Oh, okay. Fair enough.
So it's not necessarily a wristwatch; it could be a pocket watch. But same problem actually still sort of pops up.
Yeah,
when
it's
you
kind
think
of
about it that way.
always the same problem.
Yeah,
Always.
but go ahead. I'd like to see how.
All right. Yeah. Where are you?
How you handle 30 tons of material on your wrist. Me?
Yeah.
I'll make it easy for you. I'm by the bay.
All right.
I'm on the docks. I'm fishing. There's no fishing allowed here. This is like a literal boat dock in like LA. But I'm fishing right off my dock. My boat's next to me. It's called the
Unforgiven.
the Frederick Douglass 2.
2. Oh.
Well, because the first one was the man.
Oh.
So the boat is the second one.
Okay.
And although I'd like to believe that they both did equal amounts of work for the
Right.
civil rights movement.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
So Frederick Douglass II and I are sitting there, and my cat Frederick Douglass III is on the boat as well, and I'm just fishing off the side of the boat right next to the dock.
Right. Okay.
And scene. Okay. Next.
Good job. I walk up to you. I'm kind of wearing those board shorts and wearing those dumb yacht shoes that all those dumb people wear. And I'm like, all right. And this is it. Beautiful day. Am I right? Beautiful, beautiful day. Oh, sorry. I was just trying to get something out of my throat.
Are you talking to me?
Hey. Oh, shit. How long have you been standing there?
So you weren't talking to me. Okay, I'm just gonna keep fishing.
No, now I'm locked on. Eyes locked on you.
Okay, who were you talking to before?
I was talking to my boat. It's you're fishing on my boat. You can't see it's made out of glass.
That's why every fish I catch is already pre-cooked.
Yeah.
And then I get it and I can just eat it right away.
Yeah.
I thought that was like, damn, they're cooking themselves now for us?
It's crazy. So can you either get on or off my boat? So can you choose one of those?
All right, I get on your boat.
Okay, cool.
Wait, hold on. Back up.
No, I'm already in the middle of the lake.
All right,
or ocean.
okay, I jump out of the boat and I swim heroically. I go grab my cat, put him on my back, swim back. You're going 30 miles an hour in your boat now. I catch up to you, swim and jump in the boat with my cat on my back. Sorry, I just had to grab him. Frederick Douglass III.
So Michael, is it? Michael Phelps? Is it?
It's actually Frederick Douglass the first.
You're Frederick.
Yeah,
Douglass.
it's me. I'm Frederick
Wow.
Douglass.
I'm really a fan of your work.
Thank you.
Yeah, and
which is what?
The famous work you've done in the civil rights movement.
Just go ahead and name just loosely.
Rosa Parks.
No.
Rosa Parks.
No.
Civil rights movement.
No.
Yeah,
but when?
1960.
No, absolutely
1830.
not. No. Well, okay, close. Much closer. than 1960.
1812.
Farther
It doesn't
away.
matter, Mr. Douglas. So what I'm doing, bringing you out here is I'm just trying to oh fuck, man, hold on. What time is it? You don't got the watch? I stick my hand inside the boat,
Sure.
and then a clock
Sure you
pops
do.
up out of like the left side of the boat, which is called the stern or whatever. I don't know. And then and it
That's
pops up
not-
the time,
the
and then
stern is not the fucking time.
and then
What
I'm
are
like,
the sides?
oh, fucking, and then like it's 12:43. Man, it's a really good day, really bright,
Yeah, beautiful,
man.
beautiful.
Ah, man, do you know what they say? Those with glass boats shouldn't throw stones. And I've really taken that to heart because I have a glass boat and I do not want stones thrown back
Oh my
at me.
God.
And
That's why I couldn't see. I was just seeing right through it.
yeah,
Now it's sort of making sense why I look like I'm floating on this water.
exactly. It's actually made out of a type of glass. It's called non-existent glass. The name is ridiculous because it obviously exists.
And then we
We're
fall
sitting on
through
it.
we fall through the boat because it's non-existent, and then I drown. I'm
Oh, but you swam.
dead. Well, I had to get my cat.
Did I drown you? Because I was like freaking out because I don't swim.
No.
No.
Oh, do you not swim either? I
Yeah.
don't swim either. I actually I have a propeller on my feet that's jet
Oh.
power. That's sort of like fuel powered, and the fuel ran out.
Oh,
So now I'm drowning.
just as
And also, it sort of didn't help that I tied my feet together to put the propeller on there.
Oh.
That's not helping now.
and it doesn't help that the propeller, when not going, is very heavy and it's winging
Oh,
you
it's
down
like
to the
70
bottom.
pounds. It's really, yeah.
So
So
you're
like
s-
an anchor.
So
An
you're
anchor.
saying you're dead?
Yeah, and my wallet's sort of down there with me.
Okay, I'm sinking with you. I take the money out of your wallet as I'm drowning too.
As the
I pull
pressure
it
is
out,
forcing the eyeballs out of your skull.
and I go.
Okay.
That was me celebrating, and then I
I can
died.
tell. Travis, new game. What is the stern on a ship? I had to look it up. I thought I knew it. I do know them. But what's the stern? Because you said that's maybe the stern side of the ship.
The stern is like the steering part, right?
No.
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 What is the
Not
stern?
even
What
close
is the
or a
stern?
little bit. The
What
stern's
is-
the rear of the boat.
Okay, no. Then there's the bow, not the bow. It's a fucking bow.
What's the bow?
That's the right side, right?
No.
What's the left and right?
So the left and the right are the port and starboard.
Starboard, and then the
bow is the front.
Why are these stupid fucking names for this
So
shit?
what's port and starboard?
Port and starboard? Port is on the right.
And
Starboard's on the left.
wrong.
Oh, okay.
Starboard's on the right.
I got a
port's on the
50 chance, and I fucked that up. So I fucked it up. 50-50.
Majorly, the word.
All
No, you
times.
fucked it up. You called the stern the side, then you called the bow the side, and then when I gave you the names of the actual side, you
I
couldn't
flipped
put them in the right place.
Oh man, that really sucks. That
And
really.
the propeller. What's that? That's the propeller.
Is that what you drive with?
That's the propeller. That's
Yeah,
what
it's
it
the
is.
propeller. You propel the boat with the propeller, and then you steer it.
Exactly.
Elijah, guess what?
Oh, really?
It's
I was
fun.
gonna- I was-
You want it? You want
No,
it?
no, it's fine. I can say this. Would you rather for the after show? Actually.
All right.
We'll
The
do it.
after show.
Oh, the after show. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. That's a good transition because we have an after show. If you liked what you heard here, which I
Doubt it.
but
honestly.
I don't know if you happen to, for some odd, strange, macabre reason, maybe it gets your sexual perversion meter going
meter,
off.
yeah.
If you did for some strange reason, you can pay us $1.
Yes.
And we understand that's a lot, but I mean, it's a $1 a month.
It's $1 a month. It's
That's
25 cents.
$12 a year.
It's 25 cents a week, which is like what divided by 7?
I'm doing
What's
it right now.
25
I'm doing it
divided by
right now.
7?
Let's get the exact number. 25 divided by 7. You're only going to be paying us 3.57142857 cents a day.
Wow. Honestly,
Oh, wait, hold on. Divided by 24. You're paying us 0.148 cents an hour. Divide
Wait.
that by 60. You're literally only fucking paying us 0.00248 cents a fucking minute.
wow.
Divide that by 60. Okay, so that's 3 cents per second. That doesn't make any sense. The math doesn't actually check out on that.
you really. What did you do?
I look back around, I guess. It's weird.
So you actually end up paying more if you pay by the minute. So it's
If
weird.
you pay by the second.
Pay by the second, which is an option on Patreon, which you can do.
Yes, pay 3 cents a second.
3 cents a second.
But actually, though, there's a $1 tier and a $5 tier. You can go look at what those are. They don't really.
You can
know
actually give us
'cause-
$2, but it's a
doesn't
tier,
matter.
so it's
Right.
like you'll just still be on the first $1
Sure.
tier if you pay $2.
But if you give us $1, you'll get all sorts of cool content,
You get-
including both a video feed of this
This
podcast.
podcast.
So we do visual stuff sometimes that it's inevitable.
Right.
Only the video people are going to see. And then as well as an after show, which we call the Collision Corner, which is sort of like our podcast, a little more stripped down, a little shorter. It's basically just an extra 15 to 30 minutes of content.
We
for
literally and
Patreons.
figuratively strip all of our clothes off and do the podcast.
That's what it is, baby.
Yeah.
This came about when Travis started a Patreon just because, like, oh, it's fun to have things for your show, even though no one's gonna. Give us money
I
on
developed
Patreon.
it because I wanted to figure out how it worked, and I had to.
Okay,
I had to
that's-
assign it to something.
that's fair enough.
So I did the Collision Check with the complete ability, with like, oh no, we're not gonna advertise it. No one's gonna know about it.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
So I
yeah.
create it. And then a podcast that follows us found it.
We create the tiers, and Travis, he puts like, oh, we'll do an after show for, and at first I'm like my very first reaction was like, okay, but what if someone like accidentally starts giving it to us,
Like,
and then
that
we'll
would
have to
never
start
happen.
doing the show, and then it was like, but it was literally like, okay, that's not gonna happen. Like we're not gonna, it's fine. No one's gonna give us anything.
Literally, the Herfcast came over and was like, here's $1. And I'm like, oh, thanks.
Now we have to do all the things we promised we do
Yeah.
because a stupid fucking brand has paid us $1. Not that we don't appreciate.
We
that,
do
'cause they
appreciate
still
him
give us that $1
because
a
without
month.
him, the 4 others wouldn't have existed.
So,
Also giving us money.
I
So
don't know.
really,
Yeah.
it's a blessing in disguise a little bit.
So we're making mad skrill from the PCast.
Yeah, Matt Screw.
By the way, dude, we're basically making more than almost every artist on Spotify makes.
Really?
Dude, Spotify pays nothing. All streaming services, they pay practically nothing. You know they've been losing money every year.
Spotify?
Yes.
How does Spotify lose money?
They're growing rapidly. Even when they were growing at their most rapid, they were still losing money.
So they need to figure out how to monetize it quick, or they're going to go bankrupt.
Correct. Because
Apple Music,
they do not pay. I mean, I don't know. It's just like so expensive to run, and what they're charging right now is so.
So you're saying they're either going to spike up the price a lot soon, or they're going to just go bankrupt.
Yes, or like obviously the other alternative is to start charging a little bit more per stream, but they already charge. Start paying a little less per stream,
Right.
But they already paid so little,
right?
So fucking little. Like they did the thing that I think it was Taylor Swift got 400 million streams, and she
Right.
made like $200,000.
I feel like that's not a lot.
No,
Is that not a lot?
No, of course not. Not
For-
well. Okay, because think about it, it's like for every 10,000 streams you get. Okay, for every one stream you get, you're literally making less than a cent.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Right.
Obviously, fair enough. But then it's like you can't. There's no way. Like people who aren't making money through music, people are just working other jobs and
I
trying to
guess
make music.
they have a
There's
weird-
no way for them to make money. And then people who are already making money through music, Spotify isn't going to make them really any more money. Just gonna
Thank
get
you
them
for
more
watching,
exposure.
listening to
I
our
know,
show.
dude. We really
I'm
went
like,
off.
Yeah, so we'll talk about this on the Collision Corner if you want to. You can
Maybe
give us
not, because we basically just finished the conversation.
we'll pretend to talk about it for a second. Elijah, continue on with the ending parts.
Anyway, so please join our Patreon. That's the type of shit we get into.
I'm
'cause
surprised
we're
you advertise it so
we're
heavily.
so intelligent, I guess.
Yeah.
We're really smart.
You know,
so
we're actually really
You really
funny.
want to hear us talk about things like that.
Things that aren't would you rather's and cum jokes.
Okay, so if you'd like to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or Spotify, which we are actually technically on,
Yeah.
or YouTube though, actually follow us on @CollisionCheck. We're CollisionCheck on everything. So,
Spelt Collision Check.
and then I'm not even gonna. This one is like a farce at this point. Travis @TravisFletcher,
Yep.
Elijah @ElijahJoseph,
Yep.
and that's Joseph with an F.
Follow us on
If
Twitter.
you would like it to send us a would you rather,
Right.
please.
Send us.
If you would like it to send us a would you rather, please.
If you like it to, send us would you rather.
Okay, but actually, we're reachable at collisioncheck.com/message. It's
Or you
great.
can add us on anything or DM us on
yeah.
everything, and then we'll respond.
/message a more profession-y way.
Yeah.
But I mean, it doesn't matter. If you just want to use that or any other DM message to send
Right.
us a would you rather, or just to say hi, see how we're going, we're fine with that.
Send
That's
us a
great.
DP or send us a VP
We'd love
or
to,
a PP.
We'd love to hear from you.
I want to see a PP. Give me a PP, and that stands for P-pick.
That. Oh, okay. So it does stand for that, which
Yeah.
in turn stands for penis pic.
No, P. I want to see
Oh,
your
a
urine.
P.
Give me your urine.
What's
Send
the
them
deal
pictures.
with like pee porn?
P porn? Well, you mean the fact that it's the most grossing porn out there?
That's what I'm. Yes, that's literally why I brought it up. That's what I'm saying.
and it's the most lucrative
Okay, because
and
there's
the most popular.
poop porn as well is worse, right?
Yeah, but it's also
But I've never
better.
watched poop porn. I've actually seen pee porn. It's just like girls peeing on each other. Is
Yeah.
that good?
Yeah.
Is that good for you?
Yes.
So I imagine poop porn is basically the exact same thing. Just
Yeah,
like
just girls-
chicks pooping or guys.
I mean,
I don't like.
I mean, sometimes they mix it up with a guy, but
Sometimes
but
there
it's
are guys
usually
in
all
mix.
girls.
This is one we'll continue on the
Yeah.
Patreon. So if anyone would love to hear the rest of this conversation, join us. Also rate us on iTunes, please.
Please.
Even though that's maybe not the best.
Yeah, a big segue going on
We'll place it in between two terrible bits. Anyway, girls' boobs.
Boobs.
Nice. Okay, thank you to Dave Shumka and the Screaming Eagles for the use of our theme song, Do, 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 Do. I love that song.
Screaming
I love
Screaming
I
Eagles.
love you, Dave Shumka, for letting us
Dave
use that.
Shumka.
You're a funny guy.
If I met him, I wouldn't
The
know what to
Screaming
say.
Eagles was the name of is still the name of a patrol inside of my troop in Boy Scouts.
Screaming Eagles.
Screaming Eagle, baby. That's actually the one patrol that's been there since the
Interesting.
beginning and is still there now.
It's the Roadrunners in our patrol.
You 430 has one too.
Yeah, it's Roadrunners.
Okay,
Yeah.
no one understands what we're talking about.
Yeah,
really.
it's a name of patrols and a troop where
Guys,
you name
okay, in
patrols.
Boy Scouts you have a troop, and then inside the
Elijah,
troop you have little
Elijah,
patrols.
shake my hand.
God.
Elijah, shake my left hand so I can operate. Yes. Oh, yeah.